actually true, and that's because the way sleep training works, it doesn't actually change the way a baby sleeps. What it does is teaches a baby not to call out or signal to their parent at night. So there have been a number of studies that have looked at how babies sleep before and after sleep training, and they've used actigraphy, which is an electronic way of measuring sleep, to monitor sleep-wake activity. And they've not found any really significant differences between how babies sleep before and after sleep training, in terms of how much sleep they have and how many times they wake at night. Sleep training methods, and there's lots of them out there, are based on a methodology or a process that comes from a branch of psychology known as behaviorism, which rose to popularity in the middle of last century. Now, I'm not going to go into lots of detail here, you can Google it, but effectively sleep training is based on what's known as operant conditioning. And operant conditioning is all about changing behavior using rewards or consequences. Sleep training works by teaching a baby that if they call out at night, they won't get a response, so they learn not to call out. And this is known in the science world as extinction training, because you're extinguishing the connection that a baby's brain makes between calling out and getting a response. So this advice is true in the sense that if you respond to a baby who has been sleep trained, it can reinforce the behavior and reignite that connection. So in this kind of situation, you have two options. You can continue to sleep train, which means doing what's recommended. And there are pros and cons to sleep training. Obviously, the biggest benefit is that parents get an uninterrupted night's sleep. The downside is that babies do have real biological needs at night. And a lot of experts in neuroscience and developmental psychology have some concerns about what impact not responding to a baby at night might have on brain development. At the end of the day, every family needs to weigh up these pros and cons and decide what works best for them. If you don't want to sleep train and you'd prefer to be able to respond to your baby at night, then there are absolutely ways to support their sleep and minimize wakefulness. So to get them to a place where they're just waking a few times a night for a quick feed or a resettle. And that's usually possible even if they're waking a lot. This mostly comes down to supporting and optimizing the body's natural sleep regulation system. And this is something I help parents with every day. So if you need more support, I'd love to help.